Good morning, everyone. Catherine Keller here. I hope that you are having a wonderful day so far, a wonderful week, a wonderful month, whatever it may be. Um, and I thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you find it encouraging and uplifting for you because today I want to talk about something that's very, very near and dear to my heart, and that is a quote by Oprah Winfrey, but it actually, I feel like I could say the exact same thing for my life as well. And what she said is the struggle of my life created empathy. I could relate to pain, being abandoned, and having people not love me. And, um, the deepest struggles of my life are pits that, I found I created, pits that I were partially was life coming at me and partially was man-made created pits that I found myself in, have then created the most empathy for humankind, for mankind, that I could ever imagine having. Always before I think back to my 20s and when I had the kids, and I I thought then that I was an extremely non-judgmental person, and there was almost a superiority complex mixed in with that because I thought I was so non-judgmental, and ironically in thinking that I was so superior because I was not judgmental, I was being judgmental. I know that a lot of people struggle with that they have this kind of spirituality high horse that they put themselves on, this little pedestal that we put ourselves on because we're so spiritual that we don't judge anybody, and yet we judge the people who are judging. Um, but when I have gone, what life has taught me is that through those struggles that were created, through those struggles that I created myself, I can't uh, imagine having more empathy than what I have right now. And I'm sure I will be proven wrong as life teaches me more and more lessons. And I hope that it does do that. I hope that it does teach me more and more empathy as I go throughout my life. But what I want you to take away from this, for those of you who have been down in the pit with me, um, we really have two options. We have the option to climb out of the pit and to use the motivation of not getting back in the pit as the stepping stones to climb out of the pit. We can learn from the experiences, and we can grow from the experiences, and we can understand that because we were in the pit, really anybody can be in the pit. Your neighbor can fall in the pit. You may think your neighbor is perfect. The grass may be greener on the other side of the fence, but that neighbor can easily fall into that pit. And so what we need to realize is that anybody and everybody can fall into the pit. Some of people choose to stay in there a lot longer than others, but anybody can be down there. So if you've had struggles in your life, you've got to know, I'm telling you right now, I'm looking you in the eye, you are not alone. There's a lot of us that have been in the pit, that are continually falling into pits, that have not successfully figured out how to stay out of the pit. But I feel that what we all learn every time we fall into a pit is that it's okay, that they're not a bad person for falling into the pit, that we can't judge them, that we can love them because we understand what it feels like not to be loved, or we understand what it feels like to be abandoned, or we understand what it feels like to make huge mistakes that impact your entire family. And when you understand that you are not alone, that then you can feel that empathy towards the other people that have gone through that. So it is just one of those things that causes great strength or brings about such a learning experience that you can bring that positive from such a negative. So for those of you who have been in the pit, you don't have to tell me your story, um, but I would love to hear from you from the sense of, have you conquered the pit enough to be able to appreciate the learning experience and appreciate the fact that you have greater empathy in your life for other people than you did before you fell in that deep dark pit. You can email me. You can always leave a comment below on the blog post, but I always love hearing from you. And if there's any friends that you would like to share this with, please do, because I always love meeting new people. So have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I can't wait to talk to you in the next video.